Hey there, welcome back to the podcast. So, today I want to talk about something that I know gets a little bit of a bad rap lately, and that is Facebook. I hear it all the time. Is Facebook even worth it anymore? Should I still be posting there? And here's the truth: Facebook is not dead, it's not even close. In fact, for a lot of real estate professionals, your clients are still there. Your past clients, your sphere, and people are still checking you out before they decide to work with you. But how can Facebook be relevant and be used in a good way for in 2026? Because things have definitely changed, right? Facebook in 2026 is a lot different than, say, 10 years ago. So today on the podcast, I want to give you a few quick practical tips on what's actually working right now and what you can start doing immediately. And as always, this is a little bit of a sneak peek into my weekly Coffee with Katie show. I just did a full deep dive. It was about 75-minute class all on Facebook and how to optimize your personal profile and business page. And we really dug into what's working, what's not working right now, what's going on with the algorithm. We talked all about content. We talked all about Meta Business Suite. We had some great, kind of a great tutorial all on that and how you can leverage that without spending money on ad. As always, one of the things I try to do on the podcast as well as our YouTube channel is just give you a little bit of a sneak peek. And I know you'll walk away with some helpful tips. If this is of interest to you, I definitely encourage you to check out the replay. It is available for purchase. I will put the link below. You can purchase the class separately. As always, this is included in our Get Social Smart Academy. So if you're an Academy member and you missed this, log into the Academy, watch that full recording. You can also access my presentation slides as well. And if you're not yet part of the Academy family, I would definitely encourage you to check that out. You can go to katielance.com/academy, become a member of the Academy, and you get access to my weekly Coffee with Katie, my monthly master classes, content calendars, Canva templates, and everything else. All right, let's get in with the show. So first, when it comes to Facebook, it's not about broadcasting anymore. One of the biggest shifts we've seen is this. Facebook has really moved from being a broadcasting platform to connection. Now, that can feel also a little wonky because it may have felt like you are not as connected with people because the algorithm is different than what it once was. Some of the things that we have seen is that, especially with real estate, it's less about posting more and more about posting with purpose. And what's even more important is it's really about the conversations. So instead of thinking, what should I post today? I would encourage you to start thinking, like, how can I start a conversation today? And we had a really good conversation in the class today talking about looking at your favorites, right? Marking people as favorites, looking at your feeds, being really intentional with who you're connected to, and leaving meaningful comments. I've been talking about Focus 5 for years. Some of you have heard me talk about this, where you take 5 minutes to scroll and you like and comment and interact with at least 5 people. I mean, the reality is people are not liking and commenting like they used to be. I look at my Facebook memories all the time and I'm amazed. 5-10 years ago, I would get hundreds and hundreds of comments on stuff that maybe now I get a handful of likes or comments on. And people just don't engage the way they do, which means this is a huge opportunity for you to be a commenter. We talk a lot about commenting versus contenting. So thinking about how you can start a conversation, which leads to my second big point, which is really your personal profile matters more than ever. I would imagine if you're in real estate, you have a personal profile and a business page, and they're both important, but the reality is the personal profile is really where most of the traction is coming from. It's really your most valuable asset on Facebook right now. It doesn't mean you have to friend everybody, but when you are connected to clients or colleagues, you're building relationships. It's where people can get to know you. It's where business can actually happen. And your business page is still important, but it's more of credibility, right? So you get Googled, and one of the things that comes up is Facebook, right? So you're posting your listings, you're posting your open houses, you're posting that kind of content. To your business page, you're not getting a whole lot of engagement, but the point is really that credibility. So think of it like this. Your profile is about connection, keeping in touch with people. Your page is really more for credibility, and both matter, but they're also not equal. And also your page is important if you're running Facebook ads, which we really did not get into this conversation, but it is important if you have Facebook ads. Third, it's still about video. Video is driving everything. Short form video, especially Reels, it's one of the biggest drivers right now. And the good news, it doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler, the better. So thinking, 15 to 30-second videos, a quick tip, behind the scenes, a little B-roll with text on screen. In fact, a lot of people who tuned into this call were saying the same thing, right? That it doesn't have to be perfect. A lot of people are experimenting with B-roll or voiceover video, and that kind of stuff can really resonate. The thing is, you really have about 2 seconds to grab someone's attention, whether it's the hook you say on screen, whether it's whatever the text is on screen, whether it's something eye catching. So skip the hey guys, right? Skip that long intro, get right to the point. The fourth thing is engagement has absolutely changed. We know this, right? I mentioned this earlier. People just aren't liking and commenting. And likes are nice, but that's really not the goal. What really matters now is conversations in the comments, people sharing your content privately, a meaningful interaction. So instead of saying stuff like this post if you agree, you might say something like, would you rather have a bigger kitchen or a bigger backyard? And this sort of shift to like always having a call to action, but actually asking questions makes a big difference. In fact, one of the things I talked about is Facebook loves when you ask simple questions like, would you rather have a bigger kitchen or a bigger backyard? If you could move anywhere in the world, where would you move? What's the favorite room in your house? If you think about it, if you can ask a question that people can't help but answer, you're going to get a lot of engagement, which ultimately trickles down to your other content. This has been true for quite some time, and it still is especially true nowadays. Somebody asked in our class, how often should I post a question like that? You don't want to overdo it. I would say maybe a couple times a month, maybe once a month or so. When you get into tools like Meta Business Suite, this is where you can schedule some of that as well. If you have access to our May content calendar, part of the things we list on our content calendar are questions you can ask. So again, sort of simple, easy, engaging. And when someone answers, reply back, right? We see this all the time where someone asks a simple question, they get 20, 30, 50, 100 comments, comment back, ask a follow-up. And that's really how you build momentum. The fifth thing is stop overthinking your content. This is where I see a lot of people get stuck. They overthink it. They feel like everything has to be perfect, and then they don't post at all. So what is working in 2026, especially with Facebook? It's raw content, real moments, behind the scenes. You guys know I always say done is better than perfect. People don't want the polish. They want real. The sixth thing is don't be a quote unquote hidden agent. This is a huge thing. I actually covered this at the beginning of class, but I want to make sure that if anything, even if you don't watch that class, please make sure go onto your personal profile and your business page. Log out of Facebook and find your page and look for your email, look for your website. I would almost guarantee it's not there. And I know this because I went to probably 40 or 50 of our Academy members' Facebook personal profiles, and I could barely find anyone's email. And I think this is actually a setting that Facebook has changed. So maybe at some point you had your email and contact information. Go and check. Log into Facebook, go to your About section and make sure your email is there. You can have your phone number if you want, but at least your email and your website. And also under work, who you are, what you do, where you work, how people can contact you. And it's so important because, again, people are Googling, Facebook's coming up. Oftentimes your personal profile's coming up. You may not want to friend everyone, and that's fine. You certainly don't have to, but you want your contact info there. A lot of times people are like, I just need that person's email. My best friend recommended me, like, I can't find their email. So super important. So just to wrap up, if Facebook has felt confusing or frustrating, just remember this. You do not need to do everything. You just need to focus on a few things consistently. What has been true is still true. Show up, be real, start conversations, focus on connection over perfection. Now, again, I've only been talking for 5 or 10 minutes. And if you're listening to this and thinking, okay, this is helpful, but I really need like a step-by-step plan, I've got you. Like I said, I just did a full in-depth, it was like a 75-minute training all on how to optimize your personal profile, your business page. We went deep into Meta Business Suite, your professional dashboard, analytics, what's working, what's not working. We even talked about how to protect yourself. Like there's been a lot of scams on Facebook. So kind of like no stone has been unturned. So check that out. Again, I will put the replay below. You can purchase the replay. It's a one-time fee. It's $49, which includes the 75-minute replay, which you get access to for 60 days. So you can watch anytime, anywhere, any place. And then you'll get access to my full presentation slides that you can download and check those out as well. If you want ongoing support, coaching, training, I would encourage you to check out our Get Social Smart Academy. Again, I will put that link below. It's katielands.com/academy. That's where you're going to have access to our weekly Coffee with Katie, our monthly master classes, our Canva templates, our calendars, all that good stuff. And we would absolutely love to have you. You can sign up for the Academy at $99 a month. So there you go. Facebook not dead. I know everyone's talking about AI and everybody's talking about TikTok and everybody's talking about the new and shiny stuff. And don't get me wrong, we talk a lot about that stuff here on the podcast. But I also want to talk about where a lot of your clients are. And the reality is a lot of your clients and colleagues are still hanging out on Facebook. I know Facebook's been around forever. It's still a platform. It's changed. So would love to hear from you. Connect with me on Facebook. You can connect with me on my personal profile or my business page. send me a DM. I would absolutely love to hear from you, especially if you listen to this podcast. The best thing you can do is take a screenshot, share it out, share it to your Facebook stories or your Instagram stories, tag me, let me know what you liked about it. If you really enjoyed it, leave us a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcast. And check out the in-depth classes. Something we're really proud of is the level of education and training that we are bringing. I do not believe any agent needs to become a full-time content creator. And there is so much information out there, Googling stuff, ChatGPT stuff. We want to be the resource for you to be that go-to place. So we hope we are that place. If you have questions, let us know. Thanks for being with us today. I'll see you in the next episode. Okay, bye for now.